Greetings, gentle viewers. I have something special for you.
Hi, Hagan. Would you like to watch Starcrash with me?
Mikey insanity. Why the fuck would I want to watch something with you, you little lizardy jacketed fuck? Why would you fucking want to see anything with you?
It's got 1970s David Hasselhoff.
Okay, fine.
We open with...
Huh. Not even 30 seconds in and we're already referencing Star Wars. That didn't take long.
We then cut to what is quite possibly the most pointless revolving door hallway ever.
Nuclear comm force to main engine room. Major Bradbury to communication bridge. Major Bradbury to communication bridge.
In space, nobody wants to just walk around a corner.
What is it like, the planet we're approaching? Nothing but ice and snow. A barren desert of whiteness.
Scan it with our computer waves. The enemy's weapons may be hidden beneath its surface.
Oh, so they're looking for the rebel base on Hoth.
Well, no time for that, as the ship is attacked by a giant lava lamp.
I am the sum of all evils.
3 escape pods are jettisoned before the ship explodes. We then cut to our 2 leads. Stella Star, played by Carolyn Monroe, and Marjo fucking Gordner!
Who's Marjo Gordner?
I am so glad that I am wearing glasses today. Marjo Gordner was an evangelical preacher. From the age of 4 or so, he managed to win souls for Christ, and it was all wonderful and brilliant, and hail Jesus and things like that. And then, in his mid-20s, I believe, or early 30s, he came out and said, "Hey, I've totally been, bullshitting you all, and I was trained by my family to do this. They did it as a business thing. You guys give you a lot of money to a complete fraud." And he did a documentary about it. And this documentary won awards. What the fuck is he doing in this?
Hanna Solo and Chewbacca are on the run from Space Cop Thor and Space Robot L.
They manage to elude them by engaging hyperdrive.
Upon exiting hyperdrive, they come across one of the escape pods and find a survivor.
He wants us to alert someone, urgently.
Who?
The Emperor of the First Circle of the Universe.
First circle? What, does each circle of the universe have its own emperor? How does that work?
Especially considering universes are 3-dimensional and circles aren't.
Well, no time to think about that as the space police catch up and capture Stella and Marjo, and Zordon from Power Rangers sentences them to be forced labor on separate planets.
Meanwhile, in some other section of the galaxy, Count Evil Guy sends some mechanical golems on a mission.
Harryhausen effects, those are definitely not.
We cut to Stella at her prison labor camp.
I've been at this for 12 straight hours.
Yes, you clearly look like you've been working for 12 hours in that furnace.
Stella decides to escape, and when a guard tries to stop her, she manages to best him with the power of a jump cut. Thanks to a stray laser blast blowing up the furnace, she manages to get away.
And what luck! A ship lands right in front of her.
You can drop the rifle, Ray.
Poor Stella, your escape efforts have been wasted. We were sent to free you. Your sentence has been cancelled.
She caused a prison riot, which resulted in the deaths of several people, and destroyed the fucking nuclear furnace, and she's getting set free!
I guess space laws are pretty relaxed about that kind of thing.
By the way, why does the robot sound like he's from Texas?
Well, I've been assigned to a top-secret Imperial mission. We must now leave and set Acton free.
There. He's yours.
Huh, that certainly didn't take long. Now it's time to meet the Emperor of the Universe.
And he's played by Christopher Plummer. How you managed to end up in such a role as this, I have no idea. Unless it was money. Or someone having compromising photos of him in a photocopier. Or money.
Recently begun to receive troublesome reports from our spies among the League. They have informed us that the Count has created a weapon. A weapon so vast, so huge, that it would take a whole planet to conceal it.
So it's basically this movie's version of...
That's no moon.
So their mission is assigned. Find the Death Star and destroy it. Also find the Emperor's missing son, who was on the ship that got destroyed.
The distance we must travel is enormous. By using hyperspace, what would normally take 2 months to reach, we should do in 2 hours.
Thank you for explaining that to me, Stella, but I've used hyperdrive before.
And the adventure begins as they set off for the first planet. Stella and Elle take a transport down to the surface.
Amazing. It's almost buried.
The impact was tremendous. I doubt if anyone could have survived.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Elle.
We'd better look around. What's that?
If it's a half-buried Statue of Liberty, I might scream.
Amazons on horseback. I hope they're friendly.
You know, once, just once, I'd like to see Amazons as they're described in the ancient Greek myths. With one tit cut off. Don't judge me. Silent person.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
Stella's then taken to the Queen of the Amazons.
Put her into the mind probe.
No, not the mind probe.
Thankfully, our Texan robot manages to be not dead and rescues her.
Where's the release mechanism?
It's jammed. Take cover. Here goes the last shot.
Wait, what? Your last shot? Well, maybe you shouldn't have wasted on fucking disintegrating people. Stuns would have been fine.
I bet he just wanted to look cool while escaping.
Well, he failed.
Guardian, take my revenge. Kill them.
I have seen a great many giant robots in my time, and this is amongst the worst.
Nah, whatever. We're already taking inspiration from a bunch of other films. We may as well add Jason and the Argonauts. Luckily, their ship arrives and distracts the giant, giving them enough time to get back aboard the ship and fly away.
But they're not out of danger yet, as these Amazons have their own spaceships.
Yeah! Great kid! Don't get cocky!
With the Amazon attack evaded, our heroes make their way to the planet where the mothership crashed.
The air is breathable, and the atmospheric conditions are stable. However, the entire planet is covered with ice and snow. And you must be extremely careful when the sun sets. The temperature drops thousands of degrees.
Thousands of degrees? You do know how hot and cold works, don't you? Okay, when something gets hot, the little things that make it up move quickly. They vibrate faster. When things get cold, they slow down. Now, absolute zero is something like minus 230 degrees centigrade, and that's where matter stops moving at all. So what you've done is you've got it so cold that the little pieces have stopped moving, and then you've made them continue slowing down.
Someone aced chemistry class. At Planet Hoth, Stella and Elle come across the ship's wreckage and determine that everyone is dead.
While back at the ship, the guy who looked rather evil turns out to actually be rather evil, as he knocks out Marjo and locks the other two outside so they'll die.
Thor, let us in. The sun is setting.
That's exactly why I'm not letting you in. Soon you'll be dead, and I'll be gone from this planet.
Luckily, Elle has some kind of robot power that allows him to keep Stella alive, while a revived Marjo fights Thor.
All right, Acton. This is it. Say goodbye. What?
I guess being an ex-evangelical in outer space has some severe privileges.
Stop! No one can survive these deadly rays.
These deadly rays will be your death.
With the green guy dead, Stella's brought in to be revived by yet another of Marjo's powers. He did such a good job, he even fixed her makeup.
Then you knew about Thor.
Yes, I did.
So you see into the future. All these years you never told me. Think of all the trouble I might have avoided.
You would have tried to change the future, which is against the law.
Movie! They're fucking criminals! And him knowing the future has invariably changed it anyway. So your law is fucking stupid!
In space, no one can hear your logic.
Fucking space.
Our trio makes their way to the final launch ship, but not before being attacked by the lava lamps.
How many roads must a man walk down?
Thanks to Marjo's infinite powers, he manages to get them through the wall of lava lamps and land them on the planet.
If Acton's calculations are correct, we should find the launch this way.
Looks totally wrecked, but it's definitely the third launch.
While Elle checks out the ship's wreckage, a bunch of cavemen attack.
He's a bounty-hunting robot who survived being lasered, and yet some yahoos with bones fucking killed him. Stupid!
Stella's brought back to the cavemen's caves, but luckily she's saved by Laser Eyes here, who cuts her loose and they escape.
Who are you?
I'm David Hasselhoff.
So you know about the monsters?
Yes, I do.
Well, it's useless. We did not succeed in finding a planet either. And now there's no time left. The cavemen will be waiting for us.
Oh, just fucking sing at them, Hasselhoff.
Stella and Hasselhoff attempt to escape, but the cavemen attack them. Good thing Marjo is there to save them with Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. And then he explains that they are apparently on the weapon planet, because convenience.
There's the door that'll take us to the machinery. This is the Count's secret domain. The very heart of the Phantom Planet.
Ooh, nasty.
There's the control panel.
We must destroy it. At once.
Well, it didn't take him long to locate them. Were he and his army just waiting for the right moment to enter?
You survived every trap that I laid for you. Then I realized that your success would become my triumph. How much time is left, Captain?
Half a quadrant to go, my lord.
You hear?
Ha 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 ha!
I'll take that as meaning she heard.
Ha ha!
In less than an hour's time, all that will be left of this planet will be ashes and cosmic dust. You will be among the dead.
I think that whole cosmic dust thing kind of already implied they'd be dead.
Count M. Bison continues to monologue about how he's informed the Emperor of their capture, and he's on his way to this about-to-explode planet because, surprise, surprise, Hasselhoff is his missing son. You know, the Emperor knows that the Count is evil, so considering he's believing it all makes me question the Emperor's qualifications.
You, too, are to prevent them from leaving this room at all cost. Now it will be just a matter of waiting. An hour goes by quickly.
Not when you're watching this film.
We are now approaching Diamanda.
Marjo isn't exactly one to stay put, and fends off the robots with another lightsaber. Unfortunately, he's fatally wounded as he defeats them.
Don't worry. I'll live forever.
May the Schwartz be with you.
With Marjo now dead, Emperor Plummer arrives just before the planet is about to explode. Luckily, he reveals that his spaceship has the power to stop time. How convenient for them.
In the space of 3 minutes, every molecule on this planet will be immobilized.
Except for the ones that make up you and the rest of the room.
Back aboard the ship, they plan their attack on Count Evil Guy. Their plan is to send a bunch of ships to attack them, and to apparently fire a bunch of torpedoes filled with soldiers into the base.
Guys and torpedoes. Space isn't just deafening, it's got air, which I suppose makes sense. How else is the sound traveling?
In space, no one can hear your logic.
Kill! Kill!
No, sir, I think we're just going to stand here and let them shoot us.
Apparently, the plan of sending a small amount of soldiers into the enemy ship wasn't that effective, as the soldiers are killed, while our heroes are watching from miles away. That's the most realistic thing I've seen all movie.
Well, Emperor Plumber, got any other bright ideas?
There's one solution left. I'm afraid we're forced to use it.
What?
Starcrash.
Title drop!
If we can re-enter space at the precise moment, the impact of surprise upon the Count will be so overwhelming that he cannot halt us.
But Father, there is no weapon powerful enough.
Oh, yes, there is. The floating city.
So, his plan is to ram an entire city into the Count's ship.
I'll admit, I'd probably be pretty surprised if something like that happened. So with their new plan in action, Stella and Hasselhoff prepare for the attack.
If everything goes smoothly, I'll try to eject myself as soon as I re-enter space.
But surely I'll come with you.
No. It's more important that you stay here to rescue me once this is all over.
All right. I'll stay. But I cannot let you go alone. In fact, our best scientists have spent the last few hours reconstructing an old friend of yours.
Elle!
You can't keep a good robot down.
Especially one with an accent like that.
I have never flown a city before.
Well, leave it to me.
Here we go!
My lord!
Yes, Elric?
A floating ship is about to crash into us!
What?
How the fuck did they not notice that massive thing fucking approaching them, and why don't they have weapons to hit it with? Their massive space fist is right up their massive space ass!
Stella and the robot set the city on ramming speed and jump out of it as it smashes into the space fist.
He seems to be looking pretty good in his final moments, considering he was just hit by an entire city.
Well, the bad guy's dead, the heroes get together, and Emperor Plumber basically says that the movie's over.
And for a little time, at least, we can rest.
So, what you think, Hagan?
Well...
Fucking ridiculous. Usually this sort of film is at worst a guilty pleasure, but I really didn't care for it. More like Princess Warrior than Lou Ferrigno's Hercules movies. Yeah, it's funny seeing Hasselhoff and Plummer turn up, and sometimes it becomes transcendently stupid, but overall I'm gonna say give it a miss. It doesn't live up to the hype.
I, on the other hand, quite like the movie. It's enjoyably silly with the hammy overacting, cheesy effects, and it frankly has a fun soundtrack. So yeah, I'd say it's worth watching.
So, I assume there isn't a sequel?
Well, not a film, but there's this.
Curved Space, The Adventures of Stella Star, because she's got tits. Do I look like I have the patience to fucking read that? I have things to review, things like Chirpy 2 if I ever get a hold of it. Go bug someone else!
Fine.
I'm Diamanda Hagan, and I have to live with that every day.
And I'm not.